Thecelticmind is back, the 25-26 season. I'm your host, Ray McDade, and today's guest is Lewis Morgan. Please like and subscribe and enjoy episode 70 of The Celtic Mind. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the podcast. The Celtic Mind is episode 70. We've reached 70. Wow, oof, a milestone.
Yeah, it's a big milestone.
We're also going to be talking about the League Cup action. We're going to face Partick Thistle in the next round after a 4-1 victory against Falkirk. We're also going to be talking about transfers. Interesting one this week. Jamie Vardy is getting linked to Celtic after becoming a free agent in the summer. And also, we've got a lot of discussion just about Celtic in general. But of course, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. Lewis, how in the week of Celtic? It's never... Well, it's a quiet week in transfers, you know. Jamie Vardy, that's really it. But...
Yep,
Well,
I must say I'm not a big fan of that, but...
I mean, I've got a strong opinion on it, but let's talk about the game on Friday night before. So, yeah, 4-1. It wasn't his last time where we nearly had a shocker. I remember saying to Lewis last season about that. I was like, heart attack stuff. I mean, we went 2-0, 2-1 down. And we were still 70 minutes and we were still 2-1 down, then we came back to late goals. But this time round, there was no mistake about it. A few changes in the side, Lewis. Does that tell you Adam Ida was dropped from the side? Does that tell you anything? Kenny gets his chance?
I think it was just a case of rotating against a by far weaker opponent.
Mm-hmm.
And Kenny, I'll be honest, he didn't really impress me with his levels. Dane Murray, he looked fine, and the rest of the team looked okay. The ghost of James Forrest definitely was a player that night.
Yeah, Ali Johnson getting a screamer, Lewis, a right back, yeah. By the way, the partnership by Johnston and Tierney, that's looking good. Looking very good. I mean, I was talking about it last week, Lewis, but how good is it to have Kieran Tierney as our left back again?
Yeah, I mean, he's no Greg Taylor, so he's got a big name to live up to.
Of course. But we actually scored from a corner. Speaking of Dane Murray, we actually scored from a corner. Not only did he get a new contract before the game, he got his first goal for Celtic, and it was from a corner. Arnie Engels got the perfect delivery in. I mean...
I've seen enough. Give him the lifetime contract.
Well, he signed till 2029. So is Kenny. I mean...
Don't remind me.
I mean, it's just... Don't get me wrong, we got it 4-1 and it was good.
Yeah.
Obviously, Rodgers joking at the end about obviously not wearing his famous Gucci belt, and obviously the week before, obviously at Aberdeen, not wearing his tie because it was absolutely roasting up at Pittodrie. Apparently, that's sending signals. Lewis, no Gucci belt. What does that mean?
Means he's going in much more expensive than Gucci.
Oh.
He's getting a Vardy belt. That's what he's getting.
Oh. It's the hope that kills you with transfers, isn't it? It's the hope that kills you.
Yeah, I know it is.
But aye, 4-1, Lewis, we face Partick Thistle in the next round away at, I still call it, you know, it's changed now, but I still remember it as, I can't even remember the name now, but do you know what I mean? I
still remember it as, actually no, I can't remember.
Aye. You know what I mean?
I think that just describes Partick as a whole.
Ah, well.
Well, I was like... Chicken burger, she's like, no, I'm paying like it. Out.
Yo, man, go. Okay. We are good once again.
We're good, right, okay. I'll just get us fine. What was he even saying? Oh, Partick Thistle.
You couldn't remember what Partick Stadium was called, and I said that's just all a Partick now.
Well, it's an away game, but I think Partick Thistle is like... Well, Mark Wilson's in charge of it now, so you never know. But... Aye, so Partick Thistle next round away from home. Comfortable against Falkirk. I'm not too fussed about it.
Yeah.
But you know,
Scott Bain had a great performance for Falkirk.
Well. All the Baniacs out there, yep, they'll be loving it out there. But yeah, I think it was comfortable victory in the end for Celtic. But I think, you know, see the subs that come on, you just see the squad as a whole. It's just an average Celtic victory. But you know, it's just a routine one for Celtic. But I just think like. Falkirk weren't really posing a threat. Their goal was really good. They took their goal very well, Falkirk. That. But
they didn't look as if they were really in the match.
But it's just also the big thing about Celtic this summer, Lewis, also about transfers. That is do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That is just the main thing about it. Obviously, especially tonight's game on recording of the first leg against Almaty in the Champions League qualifier, the playoff first round. obviously we go to Kazakhstan next week, Lewis. Local time kick-off's about 10:15 at night.
You know what? Better than an early kick-off.
Well, it is an early kick-off at our time, but over there, it is a...
Yeah, you know what? I respect them for backing.
But, there's no excuses at there, Lewis, for that, but we'll
Yeah.
go into that very shortly. But that's to wrap up the League Cup, so we're through to the next round and that. But yeah, I mean, the real talking point, obviously, Dane Murray get his new contract, and Kenny. I don't know, don't get me wrong, I'm delighted for them to get new contracts, but
yeah,
is that really what the board have taken? Like, they're not showing an interest in, like, getting what Rodgers wants, and we're going to get on to Vardy in a minute, Lewis, that,
yeah.
No disrespect, because we all know what Jamie Vardy is. I
Yeah.
mean, plenty of Celtic fans said when he was out of contract this summer, there's a guy, a striker, out of contract.
Definitely was not saying that anyway.
No, but the point I'm saying is, we as fans saw that, so why are we paying? What's the point of paying a scout a wage then? If that's what it takes to now, a couple of weeks. Well, we're on the 20th of August on recording. A couple of weeks before the window shuts.
The thing that always, I don't know, confuses me about Johnny Kenny is he's only ever had one good season in the League of Ireland, which wouldn't. The best team probably would struggle in the Scottish League One, if we're being honest.
Yeah,
is he at this level Celtic even need? I don't think so.
No, I just think the board have just like, there's another young striker. You know what I mean? It's a lack of ambition. I think, you saw Brendan Rodgers again. He's not going to talk about players in specific that he wants to bring in. He doesn't want the players that are here to worry about transfers, right? They're doing a great job. Brendan Rodgers and the manager are doing a great job in the players, right? They're doing their job. The board aren't. For me, I don't ever want to believe in this point, Lewis, and I don't ever comes together, right? But I've got a feeling maybe the board are looking at it and going, you're going to get a near enough 40-year-old striker, and we're not going to have to pay big money for a striker because you're not going to sign a new contract. You're going to boot the door in the summer. That's why. But it just doesn't make sense to me, Lewis. Why would you not want to have ambition to be further in Europe and further more? And I know we are ahead of Rangers, but do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I
feel as if.
On you goes.
I mean, we went over this pretty much same talking point quite a bit.
Yep.
But I feel as if for the board, just being far enough ahead of Rangers to keep the fans accepting of it, it's good enough.
Yeah, it's always
for them.
It brings back the Brendan Rodgers first spell as well. It just smells of it. It stinks of it, Lewis.
Yeah.
It's just lack of anything from the board. It just I mean, even we'll get on to the point about what happened on Friday night in the stands. I don't even know if you saw it, Lewis. I don't know if you've seen it anywhere, but I'll tell you about it. So basically, where I used to sit, I seen it on Twitter and all that. Basically, to stop, I get the point because they don't want too many people in the standing section, right? Because obviously,
yeah,
do you know what I mean?
It's only rated for a certain amount.
But the fact that they put, I am not being funny. The fact that they put on lookalikes of the Berlin Wall in between sections and where you get your pies and stuff. I mean, come on. If the board, I mean, there must have been some sort of security check before they put it in place. But come on, have they not learned anything from previous football stadium events that have, you know what I mean?
It's all just a bit of a joke, really.
I mean, in fact, I'm not blaming the stewards specifically, but
yeah, they're just doing their job.
But they never got told anything about it. They didn't really know what was going on. It even comes down to people's traditions. A meeting at half time, Lewis. Talking about the game so far and whatever. Meeting with our family. I mean, it just stinks of the club don't care. We've noticed that for years, Lewis. I mean,
yeah, and I think another point to make is it's also just making things harder for your average fans. They might not care about the standing section or that sort of thing, but now if they were that close to there, they've now got to go all the way around just to get to one place.
And I don't think you can even do that more because tonight, especially, as I will tell you tonight, I'll feedback on this tonight as well. They're doing it throughout the stadium and also they're doing security checks. I mean, come on, seriously, going into a stadium and you know where you're going to sit. I mean, come on, really, you're going to have to get your ticket checked everywhere inside the stadium. I'm not going into an airport.
I feel as if they've either received guidance from the FA or something saying oh, you should start implementing these new security rules. Oh, there's something's going on behind the scenes.
No, there's something stinks behind the scenes, Lewis, and you can see
Yeah.
it already. There's plenty of it happened. Go back to March, Lewis. You know, not a word spoke about it after the police held the Green Brigade from coming into the stadium. Not a word
Yeah.
from it. Not a word after it. It was shocking the way people weren't allowed in the stadium
Yeah.
in March.
Like, the board will put all this marketing in about the greatest fans
Yeah.
in the world, and then they'll go out of their way to stop those exact fans.
And even look at tonight's game, Lewis, against Almaty. £39 for a kid's ticket for the game. £39.
It's ridiculous.
It stinks. I mean, they don't. Of course, we've seen it. There's so many examples of it, Lewis, and of course, the board are never going to listen. Not just to us, this podcast, not just this, but obviously any fan media, because they just don't. They don't take respect of it. When the fan media was in there, and I've saw some of the Celtic things on YouTube go to that. You know, their feedback from it, they just didn't care about it. You know, they've not been invited back, or you know what I mean.
And I feel like you have to ask as well, when is it ever enough?
Yeah. Why? Yeah. It really frustrates me, Lewis, that you know that we just we don't act. This is the big point that I saw over social. Like, we don't act like a big club. We talk about it saying we're a big club, but do we act like it? No, we don't. We don't, Lewis, and it absolutely. I don't know how, like, you know, we're supposed to be a big club. You know, hitting the Champions League group stages, hopefully. By the way, if Celtic, no, God forbid, they don't make the Champions League group stage, I would not like to be the Celtic board. I mean, they probably won't care, right? They probably won't really care, but I would not like to be. See tonight, Lewis. If it doesn't go the right way, the atmosphere. I mean, we can laugh about Rangers. You know, last night they come up against good opposition. No disrespect to Kaira Amati tonight, right? But realistically,
but they're Kazakhstani farmers, man.
I mean,
full disrespect.
I mean, no disrespect to Hearts, but Hearts are above them. You know what I mean? They're lower than Hearts.
Yeah.
So come on, but I mean, Celtic could have got a really tough team to play in this playoff. You know, you see Rangers with Club Brugge. You know, we drew with them. You know, we struggled against them in last season's Champions League. They're a really good side, Club Brugge. Not to say Celtic would make them mistakes, mind you, but you know.
See, I don't know, Celtic.
Well,
we all remember the Carterbackers.
Well, aye, that was the Club Brugge. I forgot about that, but yeah, I mean, they must be loving it because Ben Doak has went to Bournemouth for 25 million. We've got money from that coming in, potential money from O'Reilly if the deal goes through to Juventus. Apparently, a couple of clubs are looking at him.
Move.
Yeah, I mean that's really good for O'Reilly. Scored a penalty the weekend, but there's a problem underlying at Celtic Football Club, and if people don't see it, if people even with green tinted glasses on don't see that, I mean, I mean, you're going to wake up to. I mean,
I feel as if, in light of the Champions League and all that, in the last episode, I said, I've heard that Rangers, from their fans, that they've been playing okay, that they play the European style. I'd like to formally retract that statement and officially apologise for ever having said it. I'll try my best to move forward and forgive myself over this.
Is it the new Celtic board here? Is it Peter Lawwell, is he? I retract my statement, okay.
Yeah, it's because of what I'm saying, they're not investing anything. Like, oh yeah, if he's wrong now, he'll be wrong on investments. It's all my fault, really.
I mean, we'll go back to Jamie Vardy for a minute, Lewis. We don't need to pull up the stats on him, right? We know how he's a striker.
38 years old.
Right. But
I don't think anything else should need to be said.
If he comes in the door, that signifies, well, in my opinion, Lewis, that signifies the end for Brendan Rodgers and Celtic. That stinks of, you're not going to be here next summer, you're not going to sign a new contract, we're not giving you money to spend. That,
I'd say it's like almost the opposite. It's just like, oh, we'll bring in your mate and give him a good contract if you, like, you know, if you shut up.
I suppose.
Jobs for the boys.
I suppose, because obviously the link obviously used to play with Leicester City.
Realistically, where else is Jamie Vardy being linked? At a big 38 years of age.
I mean, he was
as a striker.
I just find it funny.
He couldn't even play a full half at Leicester.
Well, I find it funny. First off, he was linked with Rangers, but apparently, according to the famous newspaper The Sun, West Ham, Brentford and Wrexham are looking at him, but you know what my opinion is on The Sun.
Actually,
so
yeah. You know, I'd give Jamie Vardy a 1-match contract for a Rangers match, because I feel as if having Jamie Vardy in one of them would be a good laugh.
You took it right out. You took it right out of my mouth. I would love to see him celebrating at Ibrox. I'd
Yeah.
absolutely love it. What would he do? Oh, I'd love it.
Yeah, I know. I feel as if he'd get arrested after the match or something.
Oh yeah, definitely would. I just don't. I mean, the amount of money. I mean, if the Celtics board point of view is, if we get into the Champions League, we'll splash the dash, right? We'll splash it, right?
Yeah.
But we've still got money from last season's competition. We'll still get money from winning the league. We'll still get money from Kuhn. We'll still get money from Kyogo and such, right?
We still have the Matt O'Reilly money.
Right.
From
But that
2 seasons ago.
It just doesn't make the point. It doesn't make any sense. Why would you wait till the Champions League money when you've already got? So say you spent 20 million, you're going to make 40 plus million back anyway.
Yeah, and the thing is, right, I could understand waiting if you needed like a little bit extra money to make a big signing, but they're just not going to do that, are they?
Celtic only go there in the first place, right? Because they're more. I don't mind it, right? Because their club way today is sign low and sell on big,
Sell
right?
high.
Right. Okay, I get that, right? We've been linked with Feyenoord winger. Now I need to get his name up because I forgot his name.
The Brazilian one?
Yes.
I have no idea how to pronounce it, to be honest.
Well, he's linked. Calvin Stengs. He's ready to sanction Feyenoord are apparently today.
That's not the Brazilian one.
No. He's
Stengs
a forward.
is
He's a winger. Feyenoord winger is reportedly an option for Celtic, keen on having made contact with his agents. Feyenoord have made it clear they're ready to sanction the sale of Calvin Stengs, also with the Celtic links as well.
Yeah.
They're behind the boost because Feyenoord they're ready to let him go. His contract's up in 2027, but if they're willing to let him go, Celtic be loving it. Like, listen, we can get him a little bit lower price because he is marketed at £6 million. Now Celtic won't pay £6 million. Come on, Liz, you know that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You know what though? It's a winger, and that's more than I was expecting the board
he's
to
very,
get.
very highly rated. And Feyenoord, Robin van Persie really likes him, but he says he's willing to move on as they're looking for another winger. But on the Jamie Vardy deal, Jamie Vardy desperate to seal Celtic transfer.
I'm not. I'm desperate that it doesn't go through.
I mean, it's crazy. I mean, I just don't. It doesn't make any sense. You know, if Celtic get if Jamie Vardy, that will keep the people happy till the summer, and then Rodgers will go. You know what I mean? Because see if you ask me, Lewis, right now in this moment in time, will Rodgers stay next season and sign a new contract? No, I don't think he will. No.
I think obviously you can't ever be certain about anything,
Mm-hmm.
but last season things were starting to get a bit bad between him and the board. This season it's like a nuclear meltdown.
I mean, you saw it when he first came in, Lewis. I mean, 5-6 players came in that weren't even Rodgers signings, and where are they now? Nowhere to be seen. Maybe Yang, right? Okay, Yang. That was it. Yang stayed.
Yang represent.
Of course for Lewis, you know.
Yeah.
But on you, Lewis, before I go.
I feel as if even if Rodgers leaves by either his own will or he gets the sack, it's bad that he's wise leaving, but I think ultimately it would be for the best if he did. I mean, I've long been critical on the podcast of Rodgers. Yeah. Also, there are risks to getting in a new manager, as we can, very clearly see.
But I think, at a point, quite a loose. I think, all right, Russell Martin's doing bad, but see soon, because don't diss this, because Rangers have actually got people in place now. They've got they've got Russell Martin, okay, right, but they've got a head of football, they've got a director, they've got such in place, right. So see if Celtic want to be smart, they'd go, listen, well, Rangers are still below us, let's get further ahead of them and get developing Europe, but no.
Yeah, and I don't even think it's necessarily a Russell Martin issue. Like, he's playing obviously a style of football that his team can't do, and he should change it. But I'd say it's more of a culture issue at Rangers, really. Because you see at Celtic, the board don't ever do anything to change.
No, they don't. And listen, Lewis, we could be sitting. Right, I am not hoping for this, but we could be sitting, you know, after the Rangers game, being knocked out of Champions League football and being beaten by Rangers. Because I wouldn't be surprised by it. I wouldn't.
I wouldn't go that far. I still
I,
think we're gonna
the,
smash them.
the whole.
But
I thought you were about to say we were about to sign players, Lewis. I was like, geez, whoa.
nah, it's the hope that kills you.
Understatement. But I mean, look at this, Lewis. I'll name the Champions League squad. So basically, the champion 25 team has been named for the playoff round, right? Kind of the usual suspects are in there. I'm just going to call him his last name because I am not going to pronounce it. Imamura, right? And Marco Tilo obviously been left out. Tilo, we understand about that because we've heard about that.
Yeah.
Imamura, Rodgers funnily stayed and stated in his press conference ahead of this game that he's not ready. He's only had 1 year of football. 1 year. So whoever went out and signed him, whatever you saw, did you not read they only had 1 year of football in him? Because that is a ridiculous.
I think surely somebody's mixed up the players here.
No, that's Celtic Football Club written all over it, Lewis. That is. I mean, look at the
Celtic were never this blatantly bad about it.
I mean,
I don't want to believe it. I guess.
I don't blame Rodgers for going to leave next season. I really don't for not signing a new contract because this is what he's getting treated with. I know fans are like that about Rodgers, but Rodgers and the players are doing their job at this moment in time. Rodgers and the players are doing really well in the league. We've got this big game tonight. We're doing really well, Lewis. He's doing really good with the players he's got. The amount of times he's said this season so far that he needs quality and he needs more in. You know, the fact that you have to bring on, I'm no disrespecting James Forrest, but the fact you have to bring him on and he's the only one that changes the game sometimes, you know what I mean? You know?
So let's say Rodgers does leave, right? Mm-hmm. Who would you like to bring in as his replacement? I've got a few in my mind.
It's one of the hardest questions.
So I've got about 3 here.
On you go, let's go.
Derek McInnes.
Right, okay.
Right, so Malcolm Mackay.
Oh Jesus! Is this the Celtic board? Did you take the manager sheets? Did you?
And here, this one's going to be mental, right? You're never, ever going to predict this. In fact, I'll give you one chance to predict it before I say it.
Is it Neil Francis Lennon?
No, but it's a good guess. No? But we'll bring in Stephen Naismith. He knows the league. Also, he's the same age as Jamie Vardy. That's your fun fact.
Yep. And Stephen Naismith is part of the Scotland background team and also a pundit.
He's internationally recognised if you look at it that way.
Why did I say that? No.
I should get a job on the board.
By the way, Lewis works in Celtic, so he's got leaks for the new manager. By the way, so but the back to the point of the players, Lewis, Tierney, Simpson, the Man City player, Negrin, Yamada, and Callum Osmond have all been included in that 25-man squad. Callum Osmond's a weird one because he's a development player. Yamada, we've seen a stint at Aberdeen. Looks okay. Nygren, he's going to be a good player. He's going to be a really good. I like him. Hopefully we'll see Simpson more. Whether that be tonight for a wee 25 minutes, depending on how the game goes tonight, we'll find out. Or the game at the weekend against Livingston. But I think we'll go to half time quickly and then we'll talk about the game tonight more. Now, Lewis, I made sure to scribble out the answers before I sent you the. Would you call it the?
You did indeed.
So the halftime pie is a good one this week. I told you guys we'd be back for the halftime pie, and it is a good one. Now we're talking about last season. Lewis, Celtic scored more goals away last season than home. Is that true or false?
False.
So Celtic didn't score more goals away.
Yeah, we scored more goals at home.
Correct. Celtic scored 50 away, 62 at home. So well done.
Yeah, because I remember we had quite a few scalpings away. Well, when we had them at home.
Nah, that was a good that. Now, here's a question. Celtic, right? Put the words right.
That's Celtic.
Yeah, that is the question. Now Celtic conceded less goals than I want to say Real Madrid in the Champions League last year.
Celtic conceded less goals than
Real Madrid.
Barcelona. in the Real Madrid Champions League last season.
You looking up the answers, you?
No, I'm just guessing.
I didn't say Barcelona, I said Real Madrid.
Oh, no, I thought that was your guess. I thought, right, I just guess a club now.
What?
Yeah, we can.
Right.
What?
I said Celtic.
Okay.
Celtic. Right,
You just said
changing the question.
There was my guess is.
No.
So I thought, right, so now I guess.
Celtic conceded less goals in the Champions League group stage last season than Manchester City. I'm changing the club.
False.
So Celtic didn't concede. So what?
Yeah,
False.
Celtic did not concede less than Man City.
They conceded the same.
I was never going to guess.
That's crazy, innit? That's mental.
Yeah.
Celtic finished above Man City in the table. The likes of, even like.
They had a big injury crisis last season.
Yeah,
so.
Even the teams, like a couple of teams were really close. Like Celtic conceded less than, but yeah, that was a good half-time I like that. Even though Celtic.
So did Celtic end up conceding more or less than Real Madrid? Now I need to know.
They conceded. Celtic conceded 14. Real Madrid conceded 12. There you go.
Yeah,
There's your answer.
I guess that.
Anything else you want to talk about, Lewis, in half-time pie about Celtic or anything at all before we move
I
on?
don't know. First of all, really, we were expecting a lot more to happen in between the last episode and now.
What do you mean?
And then just nothing has happened.
Well, as I say, the hope that kills you, Lewis. It's the hope that kills you.
It's more like the board that kills you.
Of course it does, because I'm hearing they're bringing out more stuff for the shop. So there you go.
And the thing is, right, you're always going to see people buying anything that gets released in the shop. What's this? A Celtic toaster? Sign me right up.
I would not be surprised.
To be fair, for a little bit, I was considering last season buying the West Ham Hawaiian top.
I could picture you in that. I could actually picture you in that.
Yes, you could.
So we've got a transfer update, Lewis, about 2 hours ago on Twitter. The Belgian journalist has put on about Michael Ange Balicias from Royal Antwerp. You've probably heard about him, surely.
Absolutely not.
Okay. Situation Celtic is complicated. The Scottish Club have reached a principal agreement with Royal Antwerp for the player, and a medical has even been scheduled, but internal issues related to the player's situation are still preventing the finalisation of the deal. So that is a one way to see.
That's where he wants too much money.
And somebody put, if he finally signs, a collective sigh and meltdown around Parkhead when he loses the ball will be unlike anything I've ever seen. I would not be surprised. I would not be.
I guarantee you, like, they'll say personal issues or whatever.
Yeah,
and either they're just like, oh, come on, man, take like £100 less. Come on.
Of course.
You don't need that much money.
It's stupid. It's
yeah, so I'm just not trusting any transfer news until I see them wearing the kit.
No.
Even then, I might think they might revoke his contract to save a couple of pounds.
It's just, I just find it.
I think we've just had enough of the board. Mr. Wall, please open up the wallet.
But the point is, Lewis, as I said last week, we made it very clear. They will never lose fans. There's always going to be people buying stuff. There's always going to be supporters there to take your seat. We made the point last week very well. And there won't be. There will still be, because...
Yeah, it's really like the perfect condition to just squeeze money out of the fans.
Of course. You know what I mean? Of course they will.
Yeah.
Now, we're going to move on to the Kairat Almaty game tonight. The quarter... Is it 8 o'clock kick-off? Can't mind. And I'm going to it, I can't mind.
Super quickly.
But,
it's at 8.
Now, so, we're going to talk about it quickly. We're going to talk about the team.
Yeah.
So, Lewis, obviously Schmeichel in goal. Vinny Sinisalo has done really well when he's came in. And Friday night he done really well.
I think he need a bit of a level head though. So I think Schmeichel with his experience.
Left back and right back's itself, Tierney and Ali Johnson.
Yep.
Obviously CCV's in it. Who's you're going to be your other centre back, Lewis?
I'd put in Scales.
Scales? Oh, Jesus.
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean,
Even Rodgers.
I know.
On you go.
He might not be like the best player, but
No.
between him, Trusty, and Stephen Welsh.
Well, Simpson's there now as well, but he's obviously need to get up in match fitness.
Yeah.
But
And then even then, Liam Scales, statistically at least, obviously football isn't just statistics, he's done pretty decent.
But the one point I always have, Lewis, is, and Rodgers said this as well, we're going to have, we're moving people about in not natural positions. I mean, Liam Scales was playing left wing at one point. He was at left back and he was up at left wing. Yeah. I was like, what are you doing?
Yeah, okay. So who's in your midfield then?
Oh, right, now there's a question because obviously Engels was playing Friday night and it was really good.
Yeah.
I'll go McGregor, Nygren and Natati. I think Nygren deserves another start.
I think they've went pretty much the same.
I mean, I wouldn't go by it if Engels was starting. You know what I mean? I wouldn't.
Yeah.
On the wing, Maeda. It's got to be Maeda, of
course. Jota's injured, so.
Jota's injured. I mean, it just that makes it even more frustrating, Lewis. You've got a guy you knew was injured from the game we won the league in April, and we're still not getting any links.
You know what? I'm gonna put Engels into the midfield instead of Nygren.
Right, okay.
I'm gonna put Nygren
and a winger
on the wing.
Okay.
Because he played there for what's the name?
Well,
I'm not pronouncing that.
What?
His previous club.
No,
he played there.
So I wouldn't put it, that's fine, but I think the way Rodgers is thinking, I just don't think he would do that. I think he'll keep the midfield as it was. He'll put Yang and Maeda on the wings, and I feel, seeing the way I said last week, Lewis, on the podcast to you, that I feel sorry for Adam He needs something to spark him. When he came on Friday night, he just, I mean...
Realistically though, who else are we going to put at striker?
I know, because we don't have another striker. We can't
put... there's Callum Osmond.
Callum Osmond and Kenny.
Yeah.
That's embarrassing. No offence to them, but it is embarrassing. I'm sorry, but...
The sooner Jota can get back and we can...
He won't be back to January, so, even the point of putting a lone player in, Lewis, till January or even the summer. You know what I mean?
I'd like to even see, like, a bit of an experiment up front of, like, Jota on the left, Nygren on the right, Maeda through the middle.
But,
I think that would be way more successful than Adam Ida.
You even talked about
Or we could just play James Forrest again. That's always an option.
But yeah, score prediction, Lewis, and we'll move on to Twitter questions.
I don't know anything about a bunch of Kazakhstani farmers, to be honest. So I have no idea if they're actually good.
Here's a question.
It's probably like 4-0.
Do you know how long? Do you know how long the round trip is for Celtic?
5 hours.
Well, no, it's longer than 5 hours to get there. You're talking about mere 13 hours one way, Lewis. And also, it's about 7,000 miles. About that. I think.
Okay, I guess I'm just very much overestimating planes.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, I don't really know much about them. I've never actually been on a plane,
I mean, it's 13 hours one way, Lewis, from Glasgow to Kazakhstan.
It's Kazakhstan, it's Eastern Europe, I know that much, but it's near
Russia.
Russia.
But before we talk about how to get to Kazakhstan, we'll go to score predictions.
On Kazakhstan facts.
I'm going to go... Celtic should play at the park tonight and they should get a good
Yeah,
result.
I'm going for 4-0.
I'll go 3-0. We should be beating them about that. We should be comfortable. It should be.
Okay.
But, well, no, I'll leave it because that's one of the questions in extra time. So, I'll let you be, Lewis, and then we'll go to Twitter questions.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say something.
You know what I'm saying? Give me a second. It seems as if 20 million people live in Kazakhstan's capital city alone. Wait, no. In the whole country. It just was just laid out weirdly.
But, people put Kazakhstan, like, Almaty, like, as, like,
yeah.
Oh, Jesus, that was it actually looks a decent place to go to, but, I mean, the prices of what I saw for, like, people going to that, like, wow.
But there's not really any fun facts. It's just about stuff hundreds of years ago. Like, Genghis Khan invaded it in 1219.
Yeah.
That's the fourth most interesting fact to have.
And while Lewis tells us that, let's move on to Twitter questions. If you're enjoying the podcast so far, please leave a like and subscribe and also share on social as well. Twitter questions.
For more Kazakhstani fun facts.
When are Celtic hiring a director of football, or at least acting like a club that knows what it's doing in any form? Your guess is good as mine because I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think we're the right people to ask.
Because we had Don Mackay in the door, and he got Anjuranovic, and the board didn't like that. No, so.
I forgot about Juranovic, man.
Yeah.
He was a good player.
I don't know if we can do this because this might take me too far on YouTube, but
Yeah.
in honour of drawing Kyra Almaty, let's hear your best Borat impression.
Absolutely not. I don't do impressions.
Ah, you do.
No, I don't.
I was about to say something again. But anyway.
Also, I feel as if
Very good.
it should be stated that film Borat is banned in Kazakhstan.
Very nice.
So I'm just I don't want the whole I don't know Kazakhstani special forces after me.
Lewis, what's your favourite random Celtic player?
I think we all know where we're going with this one.
Who?
Yang.
I'll go Barkas or Laxalt.
Laxalt.
Diego Laxalt.
Laxalt. I quite like Laxalt, to be fair. He used to stream playing Fortnite late at night.
Yeah, it was like that. Eddie Howe, yes, Celtic. It was like, everyone was like, oh my god, Eddie Howe's come to Celtic, guys, he's telling us.
Yeah. God. He was an AC Milan player as well. I can't believe that. Shane Duffy, he would have been good in literally any other season, I feel like, though.
Plans for tonight, much bevy. Glad you got tickets for Oasis. Favourite tune by him, right? Well, Lewis doesn't really like Oasis, but we'll talk about it tonight.
Like Oasis.
You know, that doesn't hurt our feelings anymore, it's fine. Aye, not doing it tomorrow, so aye, a few cans a night, and in the boardroom, aye, telling Peter Lowell to get the finger out and pay the money. Aye, that's my plan. Yes, Oasis was, like, I lost my voice. I don't care what Lewis says after this, right, but I lost my voice like for 2 days after. Like it was like something like me and Lewis were born, right. Oasis split up 2 years later in 2009, right. And I never thought in my lifetime. I seen Liam Gallagher last year in the Hydro and the Transmit himself, but I never thought I'd see them two together again. My God. Oh.
Again, as if you'd never seen them.
I mean, the only thing I'm going to complain about them, right, is because the complain about is the prices at Murrayfield, by the way. £29 for 4 vodka cokes. £29. And I'm not saying it's the good vodka, by the way. I'm telling you it's the wee cans you get out of Morrison's or something. You know, like the vodka coke, the wee £2 cans. £29 for 4. I nearly had a heart attack, Lewis. But I had to pay for it. I needed a drink. I needed a drink. But it was an unreal night. Like if there's talks of them doing next year, see if they did next year, I'll go again. Like I would see any type like. It was like, you know, they came on, had a banter about Edinburgh Council because, you know, they can say it, and because I love the fact, I think we talked about that last week, Edinburgh Council are calling the Oasis fans or whatever, and, you know...
I agree with them, by the way.
They're bringing £4 million. What they're bringing into Edinburgh, into the city? £4 million. So Edinburgh City can sit back and enjoy their £4 million. So that's what I say. Favourite Oasis song, right? It's going to be very hypercritical because, you know, I love Get Live Forever in my arm, but right at this moment in time, I would go, do you know what I mean? I mean, I've got them for all the albums, but Lewis when they sit there and listen to me yabble on, so right, okay, Lewis, this is a good question for us because
one Oasis song, I don't like it, but I don't mind it.
I bet you
it was never officially released though. I don't know its name.
It was never officially released? What?
Yeah, no, it's not one that they ever actually ended up releasing. And I don't know its name, but it was okay. I had it on TikTok.
Alright, okay.
I don't know its name.
Alright. At least I like something. I thought he was going to say Wonderwall. See, that is a like.
Oh no, that's the one I hate the most.
That is a pet hate. It's the most overrated. It's the most overrated song. And whoever get tickets because they like Wonderwall, go to see ABBA or something. You know what I mean? Go to see ABBA.
Oh my God, it's the Wonderwall guys.
Nah, it's not even funny. Like, see, like, I'm alright because I got tickets, but see people who didn't. Like, I would rage. I would absolutely like blow somebody's house down if I did that, man. Not as hypothetically, of course, guys. You know, I wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
But anyway, let's move on to the next question. Hello. Who would win a five-a-side game between a team of right? So this is the first team, right?
Right.
So we've got Bain, Comper, Malumbu, Sweved, and Carlton Cole, or a team of Barkas, Laxalt, Kuasi, Ayeti, and Bio. Remember that bio?
Okay, only one of them has an actual goalkeeper though, so Einstein's winning. Oh, I can't see the hologram hands, man.
You can see Lax out with his wee PlayStation man on the pitch, man.
Yeah, well, to be fair, I still rate that. He was never that bad though.
He was horrendous. He never. Oh, he was so bad. I mean,
I feel as if
Ayeti. Oh, jeez.
yeah, we had much worse issues than Lax out though.
I
I
remember.
feel as if he always got used as a bit of a scapegoat.
I mean, probably me and Lewis won't remember much of Captain Cole, but I saw online like he would score it. He scored a goal at Inverness with his bum loose. Like that's how bad he was. Like he couldn't even header it in. He fell over and had
Well,
to.
gotta respect the skill.
Right, ranking order of likelihood. Right, so number 1 is Lowell to spend 60 million a summer. Ida to take a good first touch. Yang to string 5 good passes together. Or one of us saying what do we always say again? I can't mind. It say something like it's always like one of us to say something. I can't remember what. I don't know when we could.
I don't know.
I don't know what we could put to that.
I don't know, but as a way I can put them all at the bottom except Yang put together 5 good passes,
the
and I can have that with the most
Yang's
fan
fan right here. There you go.
Yeah.
Ida's first touch is like I don't know, chasing. I mean,
he reminds me of Lukaku.
Like you imagine like a blind dog can do better than that, and I'm saying something. Gee to me, man. Oh, right.
So like Lukaku.
Right, favourite post. I mean, we'll go.
Favourite what?
Well, it's a food question, Lewis. It's a food question. Now,
Favourite what?
Now, I think this is more a question for me because I mean, you used to go to the gym, right? So I mean, you can still say if you want to. You know,
I never heard the question.
I never said the question yet. All right.
You said favourite something, and then
because then I said I was talking probably about me. Favourite post gym workout grub.
So sometimes
we'll
I hop in with Mark.
We'll just Lewis, just.
No, I'm gonna be honest.
Brilliant grub. I love it.
No, but I had anything. I'm not a KFC guy.
Pasta, like some sort of chicken pasta or something, with a sugar-free Red Bull, of course.
I don't know, I say most of the time I never really had any like post gym food.
I'm just laughing.
I don't know. It's just the sort of thing that gets rid of your appetite, in my opinion, at least.
Is Gavin Stratton real, Lewis? Is he real?
He might be. I don't know. It's like the Bigfoot sightings.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's him.
Any of you doing Kaira? No, I am not going to Kazakhstan. I can send Lewis there if he's like. I can send them there.
No, I'm good. I don't want to be arrested. So I don't know. It's good. What's in Kazakhstan anyway? Farmers and stuff.
Who has been your favourite near signing for Celtic? Someone linked, personal terms agreed. I know one that's certainly always in my mind, Lewis, when it comes to that.
No, let's hear it then.
McGinn. Because we wouldn't pay just a little bit more to get him in the door. I'm not saying he would have stayed long, but listen, both.
Mine probably has to be Robertson.
Oh, Robertson. I mean, maybe he'll come one day.
No, but he'll be washed by then. There's a reason Liverpool are replacing him. I don't need the ghost of Robinson and the ghost of Kieran Tierney's fitness.
I can imagine that. But Lewis, that is the Twitter question. Only one food question, so I'll give it up to you if you want to put another food question in there.
That feels. I wonder why you're picking me for this.
I'm being nice. I'm giving you option because normally I would have said one, so that's why I'm not putting it.
What's your favourite Italian dish?
I don't know this. I love pasta, but I'd probably go a dish.
Be specific, man. Get pasta everywhere in order.
Carbonara. I love carbonara. Bit of garlic bread with cheese on it. Lovely.
Yeah, good answer.
Do you like carbonara?
I don't know how you can never. I'm not a big pasta guy.
You're not a big pasta guy.
Yeah. I don't like pizza either, to be fair, so I think I just have an issue with that.
Have you tried any more? No. Tried it? No.
No, not really. I'm definitely not trying pizza, but I'm still finding cheese things to try.
Fair enough. But the one thing that I was thinking about was we need to get back when we're doing a better podcast. I don't mind us sitting here doing it on Discord. But you know what I mean. Remember the one we did at the studio and all that.
Yeah.
But
eventually.
Eventually, yes, we will. Yes. But Lewis, you have the option now of picking the quiz you want to face. Now, I have got a book of quizzes here, the Celtic quiz. It's called the
How
Celtic.
about I pick none?
How about you pick one? So you have. I think we should do Celtic in Europe because Celtic are playing in Europe tonight. Now that is page 52.
This is just painful.
It's what?
This is just going to be painful.
Is it?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah, you can really see the quality of the content, like, take a nosedive as soon as there's nothing going on.
Wow. I'm getting the questions up. Oh, Lewis is not going to like these questions, man. Oh.
Like, see, he's not even, like, prepared with it or anything. He's just making it up as he goes. This is what your practices are going to.
They're only going to me. Tell you that for one. They're only going to me. I tell you that.
Like and comment to get Liam deported.
Excuse you.
Oh, have you seen Reform released sets of football kits?
Oh Jesus! Right, Lewis, we're not getting political now. Come on now.
I'm just saying, it's funny.
Lewis.
What it is though.
I know, but we can't get.
You can get Nigel Farage on the back.
Lewis.
I'm just saying.
Now, I'm going to ask you a couple of questions, Lewis. I'm going to ask you 9 questions. Okay.
Okay.
So your time starts now. Who did Brendan Rodgers bring with him as assistant manager when he took up the role the first time? Who was the assistant manager? Famously now a manager, Lewis.
No idea.
Okay. What award did Celtic supporters win from FIFA for their behaviour and support for the UEFA Cup final? The one I remember that the first stint of Brendan Rodgers. But like it was years ago. That's the other one.
It takes time to remember the name of these things, man. Don't know.
Okay.
This is
Celtic were named the paperwork champions in some quarters after twice in recent season coming against sides that fielded ineligible players like a Warsaw was one side. What was the other side that fielded an uneligible player?
I'm going to be honest. I have no idea.
That's not going well for Lewis, is it? This isn't going very well for Lewis, man.
Yeah, no, this is a...
This ain't going very well for Lewis. This ain't going very well, is it?
Questions, man.
What do you mean the questions? I give up with the book like that. That was shocking behaviour. That was absolutely like.
Yeah, no,
that was.
I've had some bad performances before, but I've never been unable to answer before.
that was horrendous, man.
I think I might have to resign.
Now, I'll give you a chance to redeem yourself, Lewis. I'll give you a chance, you know, because you know that was.
What have I got to do to redeem myself?
Oh, Lewis, you've got that was horrendous, man. That was.
Oh, what? Right, get to the point.
Well, I'm loading it up, alright. Ooh.
Oh, Jesus, what's this going?
No, Lewis wouldn't get that because he failed on the simplest of questions I gave him in that one, so.
No. I think they end up giving us something like an Oasis test or whatever.
I mean, come on, Lewis wouldn't get that, would he?
You know, you just do it to laugh.
Do you want me to get? Do you want
let's
me?
All,
do you want
let's
me?
all laugh at and lose.
Do you want me to do the Beano quiz, Lewis? You know, what is
no,
on the
no.
Celtic badge? Is it a clover? Is it a football?
Yeah, that's it, bro. I will just hang up.
I'm joking.
I'm joking. Now, here we go. Here we go.
Oh. Odsonne Edouard left Celtic for Crystal Palace in August on transfer deadline day of what year?
2022.
No, 2021. Celtic hold the record for the longest unbeaten run in domestic professional football. How many games did it last?
63.
I'll give you it. You were close. It's fine.
What was it?
I'll tell you at the end. Right.
What was I just like one off or something?
Yeah, I try to redeem yourself, Lewis, but.
So was it what 62 or 64?
I don't think you. I mean, I don't even think you were that close, but I'll give you the answer. Celtic's unbeaten run lasted 69 games.
Okay.
Funny.
Yeah, no, I got both.
Now, Lewis has the chance to finally redeem himself at the end of the podcast. If you have enjoyed and all the yapping and all that stuff, We actually do talk some sense on this podcast. Please hit that like button and subscribe.
Really? Sometimes, you know, I just start tweeting.
We're in added time now. We're in extra time. It's
Added time, that's...
not in each. Added time's passed. Not in each at full time. We're in extra time. Now, the question is, before the penalty shootout, the last time Celtic played in a UEFA Champions League playoff, the last season. It's not that long ago, don't overthink it. Don't overthink it.
So what are you going to say with the question?
Repeat it.
You haven't said anything at all.
I said the question. I said.
I never heard you then. It must not have come through.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Maybe he's trying to get me to say the answer, guys. You know what I mean?
I'll say the question again.
Last time Celtic played in the Champions League playoff round.
Oh, like 2 seasons ago or something.
Now when's that? I can't just accept 2 seasons ago, Luce. I need dates.
What dates? Like the day off?
No, the season. Like, as
right.
This season is 2025-26.
Oh, so it would have been like 22, 23?
I'm sorry, Lewis. You were one season off. It was the 2021-22 season, and just
yeah, I was going to
season.
say, because Rangers won the league, which one's they were?
No, we won the league, Lewis. That was that. And just first season, we won the league. The season before that, the 2021 season, yeah, it was just after Rangers won the league. I get you. Yeah, okay, I get you.
I've been away for too long.
He has been. And also, it was against FC Midtjylland, if you'd like to know. But
Midtjylland.
Yes, it was. I'm calling it Midtjylland. Well, what'd I call it?
Do you ever watch midget wrestling? There's this guy in the Mexican WWE, and he's like absolutely tiny. And then I saw that, and there was this big, like, massive wrestler.
Do you just want to start a wrestling podcast?
They just start battering him.
Nah, Lewis
I get Mexican WWE clips on my TikTok.
Lewis just wants to start a podcast.
No, I'm just saying, it was a good thing. It was good, bro. I get Mexican WWE clips on my For You page.
But, dearie me, we've done a lot of this podcast. We've talked League Cup, we've talked half-time pie, we've talked Champions League football. Lewis is saying 4-0, I'm saying 3-0. We've talked hundreds about Jamie Vardy and transfers. We'll be back on Sunday night. We'll be talking about this game and also Livingston on Saturday as well. So thanks very much.
Hopefully other interesting things happen in between, or else we will just have to yap.
Stay tuned to the channel. Hopefully I'll do a matchday vlog tonight. But yeah, thanks very much for watching. Please like and subscribe. And Lewis has the final word.
Adios.